I'm gonna turn on my mic. That's probably gonna help out a little bit. How's it going, everyone? You can see we got our brand new stream setup here. Shout out our editor and overall handyman Dom. Super excited that he created this new kind of overlay, new camera kind of setup, new PTCG live setup, and I think it looks kind of sick. So all the power to him. PJ and Dom were literally on here helping me set it up because we basically had it done at 8:40 or so before the stream, and I'm like, I think I can get it all set up. So if there's anything that's going on there, totally trying to see what we can get going on here. So looks like I'm just gonna try to get the YouTube chat portion of this video on the video so we have that as well. Like, we're good here. Perfect. There's the YouTube kind of comments in case anyone wants to go along, see what's going on. But today we're going to be covering over Dragapult Charizard EX. It's kind of exciting. I want to play with Arceus VSTAR with Cornerstone Mask, but only have 4/3 line of Arceus VSTAR. That's probably fine. I think that's an acceptable kind of count of Arceus if you're kind of going with it. But we're going to go with Dragapult Charizard. This is the list that I played. I made top... I actually won a league challenge with this. You playing Fury's list? No, I'm playing the list that I won a challenge with out here in Montreal. So I think it's a solid choice here. Across the board. I got it all blinged out. I'm excited to try it out. And I'm technically undefeated with it, so I'm excited to see how it goes. Sick. So yeah, I'm gonna select this deck as my active deck. If I could choose active, sweet. And we are gonna jump over some gameplay here. See exactly what we got going on here. The list is available in the description for anyone who's tuning in. If anyone's like, hey, what's the list? Let them know. But otherwise, yeah, we're just gonna vibe out and play some games. I'm gonna show that this deck is way less mid than we think it is. All right. So we do not want to go first. We want to go second with this deck so we can get Buddy-Buddy Poffin off, play an Arven, something like that. So that could be quite helpful for us. And I mean, you want to know what? This is not the best hand, but it's certainly an acceptable hand. We're gonna start off with our Charmander, and that should be pretty lit. Looks like we're playing against a Raging Bull, probably one of our more difficult matchups. Hooray, let's get it. And that's okay. You don't always need to be both Charizard and Dragapult and Pidgeot, or I guess all three. You can kind of mix and match for the matchup and see exactly how it plays out. So, fingers crossed our opponent misses because that helps us out a lot. Otherwise, we're big chillin'. And sure, I'll take an extra card. I mean, you wanna know what? That's really not too bad. So there's a Teal Mask Ogerpon, and I mean, we get to go second here. So I think our opponent's gonna be able to knock us out on their first turn of the game. Or sorry, on their second turn of the game. Okay, Nest Ball's kind of what I was expecting. They gotta get Raging Bull out somehow. They're not gonna play Buddy-Buddy Poffin to get it out. And we're just really waiting to see what they're gonna do. I mean, I don't see a world where they're not gonna be able to do 70 damage to a Charmander. Quite often they can finish this in one turn. That's why we want to go seconds. It does give us the opportunity to kind of sacrifice a Pokemon, then attack into our opponent's Pokemon. Okay. Sandy Shocks is also one of their only ways to kind of put themselves to a single prize card Pokemon in any capacity. So right now, I think General or Time doing okay. Any way to make the screen bigger? Pretty small on YouTube feed. This is what we got going on for our PTCG live. I'll definitely give some feedback to our person that made the overlay. But that's what I was told to stream with today. So hopefully you can see what's going on. If it's not if it's too small, 100% check it out on the TV. The TV looks a little bit bigger. But in all seriousness, no, I appreciate the feedback there. In this case, I think what we're going to start off with is Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Pokestop might be a little bit too much of a liability, and I'll check the comments once I kind of get over this turn. I think what we need to go for is Charmander, and I probably need to go turn myself into a Charmander Pidgeot deck. We do have Rotom. I don't know if they're going to necessarily get to our Rotom, but I think what we're going to end up going for is just going for Charmander Pidgey, and hoping that we have enough resources to knock out a Raging Bolt if they knock out one of our Pokemon. We have the Defiance, we have all that stuff. I mean, we can go Rare Candy, Pidgeot, Rare Candy, Charizard. We don't really have to worry too much about our opponents. So I'm probably just going to end up becoming a Charizard deck this game to try to overcome their Pokemon and try to skate past them a little bit. The list that I'm using, by the way, is the one that got second place online. 4-3 line instead of 4-3. I just need to see what I need to put in for the last card count. Yeah, honestly, not sure. Experiment with a bunch of different stuff. See what works best. Probably the best thing that I'd recommend. So I'm fully expecting that one of our Pokemon gets knocked out here, though. We also have Kieran as a way to get the knockout on our opponent's active. So 210, because Burning Darkness is 180, plus the 30 from our opponent drawing a prize card. Then Kieran or Defiance. That's really going to be our way. If they don't get the knockout, then we're going to be big chillin'. And if they get the knockout with Teal Mask Ogerpon, we just get the knockout normally, which makes things a lot easier for us. And we're just going to scale 2-prizer, 2-prizer, 2-prizer. We could also Super Rod back our Pokemon. And since they're playing Professor Sata's Vitality, they're also not going to Iono us away. So that's pretty helpful across the board. So they're powering up a lot of these energies. And I mean, nothing too crazy. Okay, that's just the Pidgeot. That's fine. We still have access to Rare Candy Zard. Probably have access to Rare Candy Zard, Rare Candy Zard. They're also probably not thinking that we're getting the knockout here, so that's completely fine. They're going to lose some extra energies just because of that. So I'm actually fine with them knocking out the Pidgey there. That helps us more than anything. In this case, we definitely need to get out Charizard. That's literally the bare minimum. So let's go Ultra Ball away. We want the Iono. I think what we're going to have to get rid of here is going to be Pidgeot and the Fire Energy, because we can get everything else back, and we're just going to go for Charizard. Now, we did prize a Charizard, so having that Super Rod stay in our hand for next turn, that could really help out, and we're hopefully going to be able to... I mean, we're just going to have to get the knockout here. We'll see what we can get off the top few cards of Pokestop, but right now I think, like, we really just need to get the knockout here. So there's Fire. We know that we're not going to discard any more Fires. Let's see what we get with Pokestop. You want to know what? I'm not upset about that. We're doing 210 here. So if we're doing 210 here, I think like either way, I probably just want to get Dreepy out. It's probably double Dreepy. Next turn, will I be able to... Like, I could go Counter Catcher and knock out their Teal Mask, which is going to require them to play another Professor Sata's Vitality. They have all the right energies to do that, but they're also just going to knock us out with their Teal Mask Ogerpon. So I'm a little bit, like, worried about that across the board. Do I think that they're going to waste all their energies and make that happen? But we could also just go Rare Candy Charizard next turn. Hey, how's it going, Pokemon dude? Teal Mask is the correct threat. I mean, I'm almost fine with them knocking us out because we can go knockout, knockout, knockouts. Because I can knock this out with Dragapult even if we get it to the next turn. So I think what's best for us to do is, you wanna know what? That was totally a misclick. So that really sucks for me right now. I'm just gonna have to grab those 3 back. Yo, how's it going, Brave? I'm gonna go after the Teal Mask Ogerpon so we can play a supporter here. Because the rest of our hand's kind of mid. And yeah, the Super Rod is something I definitely didn't want to play there. That was definitely like a misclick. We have a Rare Candy, we have a Psychic Energy. I'm gonna put the Psychic Energy on the Dreepy because we might be able to knock something else out. Is there anything else that I want to be doing here? Yeah, glad that you could tune into the stream. I am gonna go Buddy Poffin, getting out Pidgey. Don't want anything else, and now I'm just gonna go for the knockout on their active if there's no stadium supporters that I want back. Sick. Let's go 210. So we might be able to get the right pieces. We'll just have to see like what happens here. As long as I can scale Charizard, that's cool. But right now it does not look like I'm scaling Charizard. Because our other Charizard is prized. They're going to need 2 more energies to knock us out. They could at least attach an energy for their turn, but like it looks like I'm trying to get into a Dragapult play if I can. What could have the Rod been better for when our Charizard gets knocked out here? So that's what we're really trying to scale, is our Charizards in this matchup, because it's one of the only things that can knock them out. If I hit them for 206 damage counters to the bench, it's just not knocking them out. Yeah. So it was just literally a misclick that I would have rather had access to more Super Rods than not. So they have 4 energies. They still need 1 more energy. I think they can get it by attaching for their turn, or Teal Dance, or Professor Sada's. Looks like no matter what, they're going to be getting it. This would be a great turn in response to use Unfair Stamp. Are you excited about Shrouded Fable? 100% excited about Shrouded Fable. I was doing a lot of testing earlier today for Worlds. So a lot of my days have just been like pretty busy testing stuff up. So there's their Pokestop. I mean, they have plenty of energies in play. We're definitely getting knocked out. I feel like I should have knocked out the Raging Bolts because it might have been easier for me to knock out the Teal Mask, maybe. I'm honestly unsure. Oh yeah, I got my World's invite halfway through the season. So yeah, gonna be at the World Championships. Really excited for that. Our opponent's going to be able to knock us out, so we're going to have to go with a pretty scary turn here. We're going to have to send a Pidgey. I think we're going to go Rare Candy Pidgeots, and hopefully we get something really good off of this. Rare Candy Pidgeots. I think, depending on what we get here, it might actually be better for us to use Pokestop first. The reason why it's better for us to use Pokestop first, because if we get a Rare Candy, we're probably good. I think what I'm going to end up doing here is just go Ultra Ball away a Buddy Poffin and a Dreepy. I have potentially dumb question about Dusknoir. What do you do about going second? Like, if you don't get set up by turn 3, you just go straight Zard or Dragapult only, right? Kind of, yeah. Probably the best way to go about it. If I go Lumineon, I can get... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just probably going to go like this. I think that seems fine. And let's just hope that Pokestop really, like, comes in clutch here. Did not come in clutch at all, so... Unfortunately, we're going to have to waste that Ultra Ball that we got, and we're going to go for an Unfair Stamp as long as we don't have it prized. We literally don't even play Unfair Stamp. I'm just going crazy. I'm going back and forth in between different lists, between Shrouded Fable and not. So we have the Neo Upper Energy. I mean, if we power ourselves up, I think we're in a pretty bad spot here, to be honest. I think our opponent's aggressive deck just kind of got the best of us Maybe there's a chance that we like, there's nothing that we can even put down on the bench. Like we can't get the Charizard, so I think like we're just gonna have to go Rare Candy, and hope that our opponent can attach 2 more energies. But like honestly, like that just seems pretty bad to me. I think we're getting fried here, y'all. We really needed a card off that, so we could have maybe grabbed like Iono. We got a couple Ionos in our discard pile. We're gonna go for that. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead here, go 200, and we'll put the 6. I mean, we could put the 1 there, and then 4 there. This means that we can have a potential 4 prize card turn if our opponent's unable to get a knockout, or we might be able to put our opponent into a situation where they take a 2 prize card, and they can't really come back from it. So I think that's probably something good. This is going to give them some more HP as well, which is going to be quite tough for us to deal with. Probably not going to try to knock out both, so we're going to have to knock out a Teal Mask Ogerpon. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's their 5th energy. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we could always Iono for a turn and hope that they just don't get an energy. They are going to go down to 1 prize card. So that is going to be what we have going on here. Okay. They have a lot of energies in play. So, I mean, I don't feel super comfortable in this situation. Like, I think we're getting fried. But I mean, we did get Charizard, Pidgeot, and Dragapult out in the same game, so that's kind of cool. Had AFK because I was stirring my soup. Yeah, sounds like Pokestop is being a Poke-Op. Yeah, how's it going, Rotom? Yeah, Pokestop definitely didn't help us out there. But our opponent, you want to know what? They might be in a rough spot. We'll figure out what we can do. We're gonna send a Pidgeot for your treat. It's kind of lit. Neo Upper Energy might be the play. I think we're gonna have to go for like, I think what we're gonna have to go for is Quick Search. And really what we're going to be going for off Quick Search is going to be for an Iono. They're going to get 1 card. And we're also trying to get a counter catcher if possible. I think in terms of cards that we might want to try to grab, I don't think we're going to get Rare Candy. I mean, we could potentially get it. Let's go with Pokestop first. Yeah, didn't get everything that we're looking for. So if we don't get a counter catcher, we're just like getting destroyed here. Yeah, don't see a world where we get it because we don't have a Forest Seal Stone. Everything's going pretty good over here. Yeah, I think this game is just over because Ultra Ball doesn't save us, right? Like we can go ahead and, I mean, this only works onto a stage 2 Pokemon. So reasonably, our opponent's going to take their prize cards. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're not getting there. Nothing that we can grab here. We could draw 3 cards and just hope that our opponent doesn't see that they have the win. But like, we're just like a turn off from winning this game, which is quite unfortunate. Next turn, we evolve into Dragapult EX. Then we go Counter Catcher. We could have got the cards there. Hopefully we could have got Counter Catcher, but not really our best game here, unfortunately. Yep, there's their 280. So Raging Bull, definitely a tough matchup. Not one of the matchups you want to see. But you might want to go with more of a Charizard EX approach. If we didn't prize our second Charizard EX, I think we would have been fine. Maybe if we went after the Raging Bolt a little bit more, could have been a little bit easier. But let's go ahead and jump in again here. We'll jump into another game. We did the tiers. Let's go. Now that I've been streaming a little bit more often, I feel like I'm finally unlocking stuff on PTCG Live. So I appreciate all y'all forcing me to play some more pokes. It's definitely a helpful situation here. just gonna move my mic there a little bit closer too. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna try this one again. I mean, you could always lose a game when it comes to a tournament, right? Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate the love on the hat. It's one of my favorite hats. We're going off-white theme today. Rest in peace, Virgil. This is from exclusive Chicago drop. Hi, Brandon. Yeah, streaming can be tough sometimes. I mean, it's just something you got to get used to. All them credits, you barely need the battle pass. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of credits here. In this case, okay, we can start with Charmander. We got some okay things going for us. We'll see how it sets up for us. Playing against Lost Zone box. So we're going second. That's okay. So I think what we're going to end up doing is just getting out some of our other Pokemon. Lost Zone, it's, what's it called? Lost Zone Dragapult. Yeah, really selecting some flowers. We gotta chill here. There's not really too much that we can do. I don't know how this matchup goes, like, completely, but we'll see. We got Poffins for ourselves. We got access to Iono, so we have some things that we could do during our turn. Double Poffin, I will never complain against that. So for like a Lost Zone, deck. If we go over to, I'm just going to try to pull up Lost Zone Dragapult. They can't attack with, we don't need Manaphy, I don't think. So Pidgey is probably one of the cards that I want to grab. I think Dreepy is typically going to be the other card that I want to grab. So we're going to grab those two to start off with. Then let's go Buddy Poffin. We're going to go ahead and grab another Dreepy. And I think the other card that I'm going to grab is going to be another Charmander. That way we're set up no matter what really is going on. We'll put a Fire Energy onto our Dreepy, so at least we have that going for us. And I'm going to go for Iono, just so we can see like a better hand. I'm not upset about Rotom, so we're just going to go ahead and try to draw some more cards there too. If TSS Willow played a deck, which one would she play? Willow would probably play, that's a tough question. Is there a deck that's like meaty? She really just likes food. She'd probably play like a Buddy Poffin in her deck. She'd probably want to eat the Buddy Poffin. Yeah, really not a complaint about this start. We got all of our things. Although like we're playing against matchups that are like interesting today. I think it's just like how the new season starts. Like everyone's just trying everything. So what's everyone up to so far this week? I know for me, I got some master classes on Metafy. That's exciting. I got some coaching going on. I am going to see the new Wolverine and Deadpool on Friday. So I'm kind of excited about that. That's kind of exciting for me. Okay, there's a Psychic Energy. Sick. We can start going after their Pokemon after this, which gives me some decent opportunities. Yeah, it comes out on the Wolverine thing comes up at what's it called? It comes out on Thursday, I think, for advance tickets. I have a theater showing of Lord of the Rings trilogy this weekend that I'm super excited for. I feel like you're gonna kill me, but I've never watched Lord of the Rings. I've avoided the trailer. Facts. I just actually watched Long Leg. So we have we got one of the VIP theaters that has like a full reclining seat, alcoholic beverages delivered right to you, so that's kind of cool. So I'm excited about that. OMG, I'm subbing now. You wanna know what? It's one of those things where like I feel like I just never had like people to go see it with, right? Like my friend group just wasn't into it. Surprisingly. I mean, I'm nerdy in a lot of other ways. Here's that Cram about to take the knockout. That's sick. Whatever happened to the Snorlax class? Snorlax was honestly, I canceled it due to just like lack of interest. No one was signing up for the class, like literally 0. And I was like, I changed it into a Raging Bull class. Got the permission there. So I think we have the right hand to go Rare Candy. I think we have all the pieces where we can start attacking into our opponent's Pokemon. Maybe having a pretty big turn here. Collapse could also be pretty cool. So first and foremost, I don't need Buddy Poffin, and I don't know if I need... I guess we already played an Iono. Maybe the card that I'm looking for is probably going to be more of an Arven here. Yo, how's it going, Jarek? Hopefully everything's going well with you. Yeah, I'm going to go Arven because I don't know if I necessarily... Do we have... Oh, we have 4 Steel Stone. That's definitely going to help out a lot. And we have Counter Catcher. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to grab Rare Candy. And before I do anything else, I'm just going to go 4 Steel Stone here. 4 Steel Stone, search my deck. Not clicking Instant Charge because that'd be really terrible. And we're going to search our deck out for a Pidgeot. For a second, I was like, please don't prize the Pidgeot deck. Let's go Rare Candy into the Pidgeot. So that's going to save that. I'm going to go... I don't know if I want the other boss's orders. Like, I think I have to get rid of Iono here, unfortunately. Or maybe I got rid of other Ultra Ball. I think other Ultra Ball makes the most sense. The secret best partner for Dragapult is Armarouge, but you didn't hear... I've never heard of an Armarouge. Now I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of hyped on it. That sounds cool. Okay, so we have Rare Candy goes here. And we need the energy, right? Like we've already played a supporter and we used our VSTAR. So let's just go ahead. We need the energy, unfortunately. So I'm just going to search for the energy. This is fine. Who all in upstate New York is going to come to collect free stuff on the 27th with PJ at GameStop? That's a good question. Okay, let's go ahead and we could knock out this Dragapult by going 60 there, 200 there, 60 there. I think I like that the most. So I'm going to start piling on the pressure for that Dragapult. So we can maybe attack with Dragapults. Super Rod, not bad, but I feel like we're pretty well set up here. I'd like to get a few more things going for us. But so far we had a pretty good start. If you were in New York, totally. Do you have any friends in New York? If you have any friends in New York, tell them all about it. All my friends in New York probably know that I think we have the same friends there. Okay. Double check with them. I mean, if our opponent doesn't get a Dragapult here, we are frying them. Yeah, free stuff, GameStop, TSS, PJ, upstate New York, check it out. Every Japanese player builds like Tord, so when I tried the Armarouge and Luminous Energy, synergy is insane on an 8-win streak. That's awesome. Maybe we'll have to do like a... Oh, did they miss? They might have missed, y'all. We might be frying here. We might be frying here. Whew. And I guess we're just waiting to see like what they're gonna end up doing. Looks who landed in Whiffing Town. Yeah, really. They could retreat into the other config, or they already retreated. Wow, we're knocking out double Drakelokes, y'all. Yeah, if I was my opponent, I would scoop this game too. So before I do anything, we're just bossing up. We're bossing up this one, and we'll start the turn off like that. If our opponent decides to scoop, that's sick. In terms of proper sequencing, that's fine. But I think like when it comes to PTCG Live, I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, there's their concession. They know what's up. Guess Drakaloak's just gonna be on the screen, y'all. Swag, let's go. But we take the dub there. Okay, and let's I think we're just gonna jump into another one. I'm gonna open my door a little bit more. It is okay, I'm back. What's going on with okay, sweets. We're gonna jump into another game here. What is going on here? I think you gotta head out. Nice hanging out. Have a great night. Yeah, take it easy. Have a good one. Your opponent won the coin flip. Sweets. Sweet, sweet, sweets. Not our finest starts. Stream looks good. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we just finished getting them all set up. Excited for that. Lugia. Okay, Lugia is going to be an interesting matchup. We started first, so I mean, really not too much that we can do. I think like what we're going to end up doing here is just going to be searching for probably a Rotom. And I think Rotom into Ultra Ball, taking away Counter Catcher, probably Pidgeots. So sometimes you're gonna have to deal with some tough situation when it comes to this. Let's go Dreepy. There's our energy. I am the 7th son. I can't see what you're saying, TJ. There's a little heart emote that's covering it. 7th son of this. Yay, how's it going? Welcome from Indonesia. That's awesome. Hopefully your day's going well so far. I think for Indonesia it's tomorrow already, which is kind of sweet. So we attach our energy, we drew our cards, and we'll see what we're able to get set up for the rest of everything. So in this matchup, we really want to try to focus after knocking out their Minchinos. We got to watch out for missed energy when it comes down to it. Are we able to, we can't really overcome their missed energy when they attach it to their Minchino. So that's going to be something to deal with. Are they going to have another Pokemon to put down? If they don't, we might be in a good spot to knock out Minchino. I mean, they also have Call for Family. Getting to watch stream 2 weeks in a row. Let's go! John, how's it going? How's everything going with your week so far? Yeah, we updated our stream overlay. We might have to do some slight more updates. Because it might be a little on the small side, but we're working towards it. Lugia, sweet. Okay, nothing too crazy for us to deal with right now. We did get Arven, so Arven could help us get set up. I mean, I think no matter what, we're gonna go Buddy Poffin, and Charmander seems like a good choice. Pidgey seems like a good choice. I wouldn't mind getting another Dragapult, or sorry, Dreepy. So I think in this case, I'm probably gonna end up going Arven, search for a Buddy Poffin and a 4 Sealstone. I'm gonna put 4 Sealstone onto Rotom, Buddy Poffin, search my deck for another Dreepy, so we're all set up there. Already in the morning in Indonesia. I'm a newbie. I'm planning to join a tournament first time this week with a Charizard deck, so this stream is really good to know. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, hopefully you learn a thing or two. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know. Let's go Recon Directive. Not upset with Rare Candy. And I think what I'm going to do is just attach an energy here, set up with instant charge. So I think for next turn, we're all good to go Rare Candy into Pidgeots. I think we have enough pieces to kind of start getting out our bigger attackers really set up for next turn. So that's going to be kind of exciting there. Okay, there's their Chinchino, sweets. And yeah, really just waiting to see what our opponent's gonna do here. This is real life squad, and both Dreepy and Charmander are asked to wear your hat. Who would I let my... That's a tough one. I think Charmander has a bigger head. I think we had to let Charmander be the OG wearing it. I don't know if Dreepy could fit into the hat with all like the things. So that might be tough. How many Pokemon are... They're getting out both Chops too? Dang, Lugia is so powerful when it's powerful. Tough to deal with, y'all. Tough to deal with. Although I feel like our opponent's just like, I don't know what they're waiting on. I'm just waiting on like the other pieces. What is that energy? Regenerative energy? Interesting choice by our opponents. Like, you wear the hat and Dreepy pokes out? That'd be kind of cool. I mean, any Pokemon can wear any hat they want, I guess. Please just knock out my Radiant Charizard and make it real easy for me. Please, 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 please. Got Lumineon there, the fish. What matchup does it feel good against in locals? I mean, I did pretty good against, I did good against everything. Like, I hit a Lost Zone box deck. Kind of hit a bit of everything, right? So, I don't know if Charmander was the right card for them to knock out there. I think that was actually probably one of the worst Pokemon for them to knock out. Bit of everything on my board. But that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and send up Drakloak. And at this point, I'm going to make sure that we have... It's a good card. Let's see if we can get the Pidgeot out of Recon Directive first. So I think that sounds like a good plan. Probably just going to go for the Buddy Poffin. We're now going to go for Forest Steel Stone, going for our searching through our deck with Star Alchemy. Okay, so no luck on being able to attack with or trying to get out Pidgeot because Pidgeot's prized. I'm going to have to go for, I think Counter Catcher is probably what I want to go for. Yo, Dre, how's it going? Let's go bring this up. Let's go. I guess we're going to have to go Neo Upper probably makes the most sense. Unfortunately, like, I hate that we have the fire in the fire, but like, whatever. There's only so much that we can do. Let's go ahead and do this. We are going to give our opponent some new cards in the hands. Do I care about what we're going to have in our hand? I think what we're going to have to do is Arven, search our deck, and get out another Drakloak if we can. Just so we can try to draw some more cards. So let's go ahead and discard our Lumineon and our Manaphy. We'll get these all set up. We'll get a Drakloak in play. And we can maybe like set up a knockout onto the Lugia. Probably makes the most sense because I don't think they could do too much to us next turn. Vacuum is probably more impactful. So let's go 200 and let's put 6 on our opponent's active, or on our opponent's Lugia VSTAR. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so our opponent's like, okay, what's cooking? We also have access to Kieran in this game too, right? So we could go Kieran, knock out Lugia, put 6 damage counters. If they put like a Minchino down with Call for Family, we might be able to knock that out completely. That'd be kind of cool. So not upset about those. Okay, so they're going for Regenerative Energy. It's a card that I don't typically see in Lugia. That's kind of interesting. So it's only when they evolve. Okay, so they're just attacking us for 200. That's completely fine. So we didn't get the Pidgeot off our prize cards, but if we're able to, we're not behind on prize cards. I think what is best for us to do is if we're trying to just get out Kieran if we can. So let's go for Recon Directive. It's not going to help us get there, unfortunately. We could go Boss on knocking out one of our opponent's Pokemon. I think that might actually be better in this case. So I kind of actually, well, let's just think about this for a second. They've drawn one prize card. We could do 210. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just going Defiance, going Boss's Orders, bringing up one of these Pokemon, and then just taking Knockout, putting at least 2 there. Because if I put 2 there, it goes 4, 6, 6. That's still enough to get the Knockout. I could keep it with the Defiance, but like, really, I'm not too worried about it. I just want to take out some of their options while we have the opportunity. So let's go 3, 2, 1. See what our opponent does here. Really just waiting on our opponent. It's one of those things where it's like you're sitting in front of your opponent, it's like PTCG Live is like countdown, countdown, countdown. Yeah, rip Pidgeot. Definitely not being able to draw into it kind of sucks, but I guess if they're just going to send up Archeops, they might not have a great answer. I honestly don't know what's going on. Even though we don't have Pidgeot, we still have the miniature Recon Directive draw engine, so that can sometimes be cool. But I feel like this is really the type of deck where if your opponent ever misses a step, they definitely just lose. And yeah, it looks like our opponent might have like got kicked from the server or something. I'm honestly not sure. Does anyone have any League Cups or League Challenges going on this weekend? I think I have one League Challenge going on this weekend on Saturday. My weekend's going to be Friday night teaching my Charizard class, making it downtown Montreal for the movie. Then I'm going to go to my League Challenge. Yeah, our opponent's fried here. I think at this point, I'm fine just to get rid of... I'm gonna go Recon Directive because why not? And then I might go to a steakhouse on Sunday. I'm gonna go see the Deadpool Wolverine movie, PJ. What else would I watch? Do I want to watch Knockout? I guess I can't knock out Lugia. I'm looking at a hand without boss. Okay, in this case, I might just go Professor Turo up the Rotom. Actually, I don't know what... I might just leave my hand as is, to be honest. And then I'm just going to go 206. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I don't think it got great reviews, but our new movie theater is sick. Or I guess new to me theater. It's like one of the premier theaters in all of Canada. So really grateful to be living by it. Come on, Pidgeots. Oh, there's also a Pidgeot there. So it's not like we've drawn into a Super Rod to try to get there, but our other Pidgeot certainly is prized. Come on, AFK opponent. Lose the game. We are trying to win. Just waiting here. Come on, opponent. Just... I know you're not in the game. This is so tough to deal with, though. Yeah, so our opponent was too inactive. They definitely lost the game. That's okay. We will definitely jump into another one. But we're moving on up. I mean, so far we've won more games than lost. I know we hit at least an AFK opponent, but like, whatever. Cool. We'll go click another one. Okay, sweet. So our opponent's gonna go first. We're gonna get us second. That's sick. So we're just kind of vibing here. Not a great start, but we still have Call for Family. We still have Arven that can search for some stuff. Not sure how I feel about Toadscruel, but Toadscruel is probably a bad matchup because I think they prevent all effects of attacks done to our Pokemon, and they're also grass type, so our Dragapult strategy sucks against them, and our Charizard strategy can suck against them. So it might be a tough matchup, y'all. We'll see how it plays out. There's our jamming tower, whatever. Maybe they didn't get a great setup. Sometimes decks like these don't have the greatest setups. Let's go Arven, and I think Arven, I want to go Nest Ball, hopefully for our Rotom, and hopefully getting 4 Sealstone outs. Rotom, unfortunately, is prized, meaning I'm probably just going to have to go for Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We did get Neo Upper Energy, so we could retreat, but I think I can just end up going Buddy Poffin like this. And just hoping that we have an opportunity to maybe survive through this. I think what we're going to have to do here is just attach to Dreepy, and then I'm going to pass my turn. So nothing fantastic. It is what it is. Sometimes you will deal with hands like this when playing this deck. The way that they're attaching the card, if they don't have a supporter, we might just be able to go Rare Candy Dragapult or Rare Candy Charizard and start attacking into their Pokemon, which wouldn't be too bad. They can make us asleep. The asleep part would actually be annoying if we don't get out of it. Okay, Ram. Okay, Iono, our hand wasn't great, but maybe we can get something better here, or maybe if they miss. I mean, I don't know if our hand is better at all, but we certainly can retreat and use Cleffa at the very least. So like, we have some more stuff going on with our hand. I feel like we have some opportunities. Bug catching set is definitely good in grass type Pokemon decks. It's wilds. And they're going Ram. I definitely would have gone Spore over Ram. Yo, how's it going, Dom? At this point, we're just going to try to draw an extra card off our opponent's Pokemon. Or with Recon Directive here. Let's go Recon. Really not going to be too upset with Pidgeot here compared to Counter Catcher. Cleffa is going to have to be the card. Fire is going to have to go there. This is going to go down. I could go Boss on... Boss might actually be the play, I think. Just trying to bring up something else, because everything else here kind of sucks. I'm going to retreat here. I'm also just trying to thin through as many cards as possible. Let's go... If I put Lost Vacuum out in play, I'm okay with just getting rid of Jamming Tower and drawing a fresh new 6 cards. So we have the Rare Candy Pidgeot. Like, I think we're ready for next turn if our opponent doesn't have anything crazy. And I'm hoping it's not like, let's evolve into Toadscruel, let's do this, let's do that. I have ran into a few of these decks out here, so it's not too bad. Okay, I'm fine if they just get Teal Masks out and I can attack with Dragapults. I just gotta watch out for Dragapult, or Toadscruel EX. Are they gonna use Spore? Please wake up. Are you kidding me, deck? Okay. Either way, we still might have an opportunity. Let's go ahead and Toadscruel Loki cracked watch out, gang. Yeah. So there's this. And before I do anything else, what I'm going to try to do is try to get out of the active. We can get a Professor Turo or a Kieran, and we're chilling. We could thin our deck a little bit. Let's just go for Recon Directive. Okay, so we aren't getting those cards. Let's go for a quick search here, searching our deck for, I think Toadscruel or Dragapult is probably the card that I want to search for the most, just so I can evolve into that. Let's go Arven, search our deck for maybe Ultra Ball and for Sealstone. So at least next turn I'm ready to kind of go on the attack, the offensive. I could also just go Ultra Ball, take away Buddy Poffin and Pidgeot, start drawing in some more cards if I have another Drakloak there, which I do. So you can see, like, you don't always need to get out the Charizard every single game. That's kind of cool. Let's go Recon Directive. Let's get a Fire Energy. Start powering up our other Pokemon. I think that sucks is you can't retreat when you're asleep, right? So we're gonna try to get Kieran out next turn if that's a possibility. We'll just go ahead here and pass. Like, our opponent using Spore at the exact right time is killing us. But it doesn't look like they have too much else. I'd love to start, like, knocking out a Toadscruel, put 6 damage counters on a Toadscruel on the bench. So we'll just have to see what our opponent gets here. There's an Iono. Certainly they have to draw into something off their Iono, right? Teal Dance, cool. There's no way they miss off the bug catching set. Maybe it's just a Teal Dance with the other one? I honestly don't know. So what does this do? Cards in your opponent's discard pile can't be put into their hands. I mean, I don't think that's going to really affect us. If they just use Spore again, we're clearing 2 prize cards the following turn. Okay. Come on. Please just use Spore. It'd be great. I don't want to be asleep no more. I just want to play my supporter. Okay, sick. We're still just asleep, y'all. Awesome. So what we're going to go through here is we're going to go for Recon Directive first before using Pidgeot, because that seems like the best choice. I'm fine with honestly just grabbing Arven, and I'm going to double check to make sure that we haven't played it. Yeah, we're just going to have to go quick search and get like a Turo or something else. Get out of the active spots. Turo's the card that I'd want because I'd like to keep Kieran for later to knock out one of these teal masks. So let's go Professor Turo scenario, lifting up the Cleffa into our hands, and we now have access to our Dragapults. Dragapult can do the 200, and we're going to knock out their other Toadscruel, because their other Toadscruel can evolve into a Toadscruel EX and shut off our ability to use damage counters. Okay. So we're getting through this awesome setup where our opponent's going to concede every single time that we get, that we're all ready. Dragapult's just going crazy right now, y'all. But we're non-stop winning, apparently. We unlocked another tier. Let's go. We're getting all set up here. Looks like I got a new shirt. Okay, sick. Let's go, Dom. I'm excited to see the stream, the new overlay. So I'm also excited to see like what some like I'm sure there's got to be some changes around, so we'll see exactly what we got going on. I'm excited about it though. Do we literally hit the same deck? I'm just gonna start with Cleffa. I think we literally hit the exact same deck. We're definitely gonna have a rematch here. I also got a new Ring doorbell, so I'm literally watching a delivery person drop off my order, which is kind of cool. My wife ordered desserts. Okay, so they got through Toadscruel. Okay, I think we are big chilling when it comes down to this hands. Let's go ahead and go... let's go check out with Buddy Poffin first. I think we want to go Dreepy Pidgey, Dreepy Pidgey, Dreepy Charmander, and then we can maybe use Nest Ball if we really need to. Dreepy Charmander. We'll go Nest Ball, searching our deck. Is there another piece that we are looking for? Honestly, I'm unsure. We get 4 cards off of Cleffa, so it's better to use... I think what I'm going to do is actually just like waste the spot in case we get like Ultra Ball and we want to get out Lumineon, or go ahead and go Grasping Draw and draw into some of these cards. Okay. So I'm hoping we're able to go Rare Candy, something else, see exactly what's going on. There's their energy. We'll see what the opponent starting Bidoof probably doesn't seem like it's going to be their favorite start here. And they brought up a Pokemon that we'd like to have in the active. There's their Toadscruel EX, so they do play it. So prevent all the effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to all the Pokemon that have energy attached. So any of the Pokemon that have energies attached, we're not going to be particularly great at attacking into. They've already attached, but they've retreated, so we could actually just do more damage. So if we're able to go Rare Candy, so let's go Arven. Search your deck for Rare Candy for a Seal Stone. We're gonna go like something like Ultra Ball away a Dreepy, a Radiant Charizard. We don't need those. Let's search our deck for a Pidgeot. So we have Rare Candy Pidgeot. I think we're a little bit off here. And what we can get going on, I think we can get out the Dragapult, like Rare Candy Dragapults. But we're still a little bit off. So let's go ahead and just go... Let's just get set up a little bit more. I think this seems fine. I'm just going to get a Drakloak, put that on the bench one. There's a Fire Energy, not enough for us to really get all the way that we're looking for. What else could we really be doing here? Like, I could get out another one, but I don't know if I want to necessarily be doing that. I'm just probably going to put the Fire Energy onto the Drakloak and hope that we're okay for next turn when we're able to get it out again. So I'm just going to end up passing my turn here across the board. And I mean, it's not the greatest turn, but like, sure, they're not doing too much damage here. Legacy Energy, a little bit annoying, so we're drawing a little bit less prize cards. Okay, now they're going to be able to start drawing some cards with the barrel. Okay, so I understand what they're going on with. That makes a lot more sense. And okay, they're just going to evolve, draw their 5 cards, and hopefully they don't get too much off the 5 cards. since they've already attached for their turn, I mean, I guess they could start going teal dance, and getting all set up that way. Like, the Toadscruel definitely, like, ruins a lot of it. Like, it ruins a lot for us. They're also going to knock out our active, so no matter what, we're going to have to attack with the Drakloak or the Dragapult EX next turn into our opponent's Pokemon. We also need to start knocking out their Toadschools if they put down Toadschool. It might not be like the most like the best deck in format or anything else like that, but like seriously, it's sometimes it's tough to beat these decks. We might actually be able to go enough to knock out the Toadschool this turn if we have all the cards for it. Right? I think there's a chance here. Let's go Buddy Poffin to start things off, and let's I mean, we prized a Dreepy, so that kind of sucks. I don't care about the Charmander. I should have just definitely, you gotta prize check a lot better with this deck, and sometimes when I'm playing online I'm not necessarily doing the best job at that. So let's go Recon Directive, see what we're able to get going on here with this. There's the Psychic Energy, so this gets us up there. So if we go Quick Search is going to go ahead and grab us our Dragapult EX. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get the doubly knockout on everything. So let's just go Dragapult EX, evolve that. I might as well just go Super Rod getting back in Dreepy, and our Radiant Charizard. Is there anything else I could really go for? Honestly, maybe. I could get the other one set up, but we already have our energy, so I'm just gonna go 200. And the only Pokemon that I could place the other damage counters on because of the protective mycelium is going to be the Bibarel. So let's hope that our opponent has a little bit of a weaker setup here, and that we're able to knock out their Pokemon. Had we had Defiance, we could have knocked out this Pokemon up active by going taking rid of their jamming tower and using Kieran and Defiance. That would have been pretty cool. But I think we're still pretty well set up this game. Don't really need to worry about too much, except maybe a Teal Mask Ogre Pawn. That's why we really want to get set up with more. And we're going to draw 2 prize cards off our first attack between the Legacy and the Barrel. So I think that seems okay. And after this game, I'm just going to grab myself some more water. I try to stay super hydrated. I don't know what it is with every stream room. If you ever stream, I feel like the stream room is always the hottest. So that's definitely a thing. We'll see however it all goes here. Sinastia. Interesting choice there. They are hitting for quite a bit of damage here, so the Toadscruel EX is going to be really difficult for us to deal with. Gildance, cool. They also, I think I've hit this deck a few other times on the ladder. They always have way more energies than ever I'm worried about. Like, they have so many energies in their deck. The Iono might actually help us more, because if we're able to get into a Dreepy, I'm not going to be upset. We got Counter Catcher. I don't know if that's going to certainly help. The Nest Ball might help us out here. There's another Ogre Pawn. So they're doing 80 plus 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 160, 240 damage. Honestly, like, not the craziest. And since they're not putting an energy on the Bibarel, then we're able to just get the knockout on both. So I'd love to get the knockout on the Toadscruel, but again, the mycelium is going to protect them. Collapsed Stadium could be cool, but I think, again, we're just going to go for Dreepy. Goes here. I'm going to start setting up the Dreepy with some other pieces. So let's go ahead here, go Quick Search our deck, probably going to be for more of a Probably just like an Arven, to be honest. I'm just gonna keep the Arven in my hands, not really needing anything else. And I think the way that I want to approach this is that I'm going Phantom Dive. I'm gonna take the first 2 prize cards of this game, knocking out their Barrel, so they don't really have any draw power anyways. And we knock out the active, so we draw 1 prize card for that because of Legacy Energy. And we knock out their Barrel because it didn't have an energy on it. So that's going to give us the first 2 prize cards. I think we'll actually be able to outpace our opponents. Our prizing has also been kind of terrible, but like, it is what it is. There's a Toadscruel. So if they knock this out, we also have Charizard EX, where we can hit for 270 damage because our opponent's drawn 3 prize cards. So I do like having that as a viable option. I could also maybe get Kieran or Defiance Band knockout. So if they attack us with a Teal Mask Ogerpon, they might just find themselves having a really tough time. Cool, another Toadscruel, and of course they had to hit us with the Iono. Okay, so we got Rare Candy. I mean, that's half of the pieces that we're looking for. We might actually have to end up going for we might have to go for a copy of Lumineon here, because Lumineon, we could search for an Arven, which should search for Rare Candy. So what I'm going to go for here is setting up Pidgeot EX. We have free retreat there, and let's go ahead and go with, I just want to double check the deck with Buddy Poffin. Probably want to get another Charmander, not upset getting another Dreepy. Actually, got to make sure that we have room for Lumineon. So if I search for Lumineon, I could search for Arven. Arven searches for Ultra Ball. I force Seal Stone for the other card, and we're ready there. So that sounds like the play. So sometimes you got to think about like outside of the box on how to play this, because it's not always going to be evident. So here's the Lumineon. Lumineon's going to search our deck for the Arven. Oh, I can't Seal Stone. No, I didn't think about the jamming tower. That was tough. That was tough. I appreciate all y'all letting me know, though. Everything sounded so good. No. Let's go Arven. I could force Seal Stone. I could at least hit for 70. But that doesn't really help me too much. I think like what I want to go for here is I just want to get out. I think I'm still going to go for the Ultra Ball play, still go for the Defiance. And I'm going to probably just go Ultra Ball, pitch these 2 away, search my deck for the Dragapults. Dang. Sometimes when it's not in front of me, it really is tough to deal with. So let's go Rare Candy. I mean, if we got the Charizard, that also would have worked too. So they can take the 1 prize card. That's fine. We're just going to go Grasping Draw. Back to the drawing board. That's fine. We'll deal with whatever consequences come our way. We do have Counter Catcher Kieran, which could create for some cool plays. Oh, this Toadscruel deck is just so much to deal with. No tools, no damage, no nothing. And I just want to knock out our opponent's Pokemon. Boss's orders bringing up Lumineon. That's their, is that their 3rd boss or their 2nd boss? Okay, so let's go. Cleffa goes here. Do we Iono my opponents? Is there a chance that we actually... I think we can go... I think we go... Lost Vacuum away. Like, Turo's not going to help us. Lost Vacuum away Turo. Taking away Jamming Tower. That activates Defiance. Now I can maybe Iono my opponent, and I think that sounds really good. We're bringing it back, y'all. We're bringing it back. Let's go Counter Catcher. So now our tool is activated. We'll take out this one just cuz. Fire Energy. Already used all of that. Don't care about Buddy Poffin. I mean, we could put a Dreepy down. It doesn't really hurt us, right? There's nothing else we're putting down into play. And now we're going to go for Iono. Down to one prize card left. We win the game, I think, with Boss's Orders. So let's go ahead and hit this for 230. And there's nothing else you can hit for 60. Like, you can see, like, 10. Is there something I'm missing? Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon and done to all of your Pokemon that have energy attached. I don't think this should be doing damage. Okay, it's gonna prevent all the damage that I did. Okay, I'm like, I don't know why it let me do the damage. Some really interesting, I haven't seen how these work so far, but hopefully we're able to go Boss's Orders, win the game. As if they had to play the Jamming Tower. Do we still have Collapsed? So we're gonna have to go Collapsed Boss is really gonna be our gameplay here. Or we can go Rare Candy Charizard to get the win. Collapsed Boss also works. So let's just go Quick Search. I mean, I think like what we could do, we just have the win here. I think Darkness is your ally, but you might have adopted. Yo, how's it going, Damien? Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to just win the game here with Rare Candy Charizard, so that's cool. We'll go Rare Candy Charizard into this. We'll grab some energies out of our deck. Fire. Retreat here. And we'll retreat a Fire Energy, that's fine. New place is awesome. Loving the area. Been a really good opportunity here. So really happy about everything going on. Finally back to my normal streaming, playing, stuff like that. So getting ready for Worlds. Excited for all that good stuff. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'll be right back. I just gotta get some water here, so I'll be right back, y'all. So stay tuned, grab yourself a snack, and we're still probably gonna play for like another half an hour or so. I'm back. We are back up in here. Just catching up on chat. Pokemon scene good? It's good. Yeah, no, I really like our Pokemon scene out here a lot. Way less tournaments that I'm used to in Toronto. I only have one challenge this weekend, and the next weekend I think I have another challenge. So I'm kind of like a little bit stranded compared to the GTA with the amount of tournaments we have, but I'm excited about it. I've won 2 league challenges. I top 8 at a cup. So got some points on the board, doing well. So it's gonna be not to say a long season, but I don't have to necessarily worry about things too much. Okay, sweet. Okay, Regidrago. Let's see how this plays out for us. What do I think about the Rotom VSTAR deck? I've honestly never played it. Never played against it. Definitely to set up some little guys here. Buddy Poffin's probably the play. We already have the Forest Seal Stone, so that's kind of cool. Got Dreepy. Probably gonna go for Charmander. Cleffa. I'm just trying to get set up here. Our hand sucks. Could have definitely like maybe gone for Rotom or something. Use Forest Seal Stone, drawn +3. That might have been a bit of a better play. Honestly unsure. Hey Zach, with the Dragapult, your question is how does Chen Pao beat Guardy? Do they go first or second? I mean, Chen Pao usually goes first. Gardevoir typically goes first. I'm gonna take this hat off for a little bit. I'm just gonna hang it up. I'm also just like vibing here. It's one of those days where I'm a little bit more tired than usual. It's been a long day. Started really early today, so it's one of those things where I'm like, fun. Gotta vibe out. Probably gonna play this game and maybe another game after it. Maybe not another game after it. We'll see. See how this one gets set up. If you play Chen Pao to Cup that will have a lot of Gardevoir, what cards would be cut to tech for the matchup and say take the L to control? I think that you already have a tough matchup against control. Unless I'm like misreading. I think we're getting fried here, y'all. This looks like a really bad game for me. Maybe we ended up be like, yeah, sometimes if your opponent goes crazy, you just lose. What are they gonna do here? I mean, if they knock out our active, we go Rare Candy. We could go Rare Candy Charizard EX. We don't really have a great answer to this, right? Like, maybe if we get a Rare Candy... Honestly, not great, no matter which way I look at it. Wait, what? So confused at what just happened there. Rare Candy Dragapults. I honestly think I just have to get set up more here, to be honest. 260, not enough for me to do the knockouts. I'm gonna try to draw some more cards. Let's go Recon Directive. Search. Collapse is not great, but it is what it is. Let's Ultra Ball away. Collapsed and probably Fire. Actually, maybe Collapsed and Charizard? No, I'm gonna go Collapsed and Psychic. Honestly, not my favorite hands. Do I have enough Fire Energies to make this work? New Fire Energy. I don't think there's anything comparable to the GTA scene. Yeah, GTA scene is crazy. Just have so many stores. Like, Toronto has more stores than anywhere else. I'm just gonna get set up like that. Have I attached for my turn yet? No, so trying to maybe force our opponent to attack into us. I'm just like, oh, I'm trying to, my back's stiff. I'm trying to get used to everything else. Trying to make myself play Pokemon. Playing Pokemon when you're old, y'all, it's tough. I mean, I'm not upset with an Iono. Maybe I could have put the Forest Seal Stone on me already, but like, here we can go Rare Candy, Pidgeot. Like, I just don't know what our opponent's doing. Like, it seemed like they had everything. Now they're gonna knock us out with Raging Bolts. Maybe? Like, they have Raging Bolt to knock us out. Noivern's gonna do nothing. Regidrago could knock out the Cleffa, but our opponent could be in a tough world if we're just able to streamline Dragapult EX after this. It is a young man's game. I'm just like, I need to get a standing cam. Just for when I'm like, yeah, sat down, all ready. We'll sit back down again. Maybe I'll just like chill out like this. Yeah, probably gonna be my last game, so I could just kind of like chill out. Still got some Duolingo to do. Yeah, I'm fine if they put a Mew down because we could just knock out that Mew as an easy 2-prizer. Doesn't look like they have much going on. I just really don't like. If they rip 5 energies off their board with Regidrago, it's gonna be a tough time. Electric standing desk? Yeah, I definitely need one of those. every once in a while, so I'm just ready to go with it. Okay, so they have like a lot of like what are they doing? I guess they're just trying to discard more pieces, or I guess they discarded that with whatever. So they have 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so I guess they can go like pretty easily with this to knock out the Charizard with Raging Bolts. That makes a lot of sense here. Going Prime Catcher? Really? Are they going to knock out Drakloak and Cleffa? Because we could certainly go Neo Upper Energy. Mew, Drago, cool. Whatever. That still leaves us with Charizard on our bench. They're also down to only 8 cards left in their deck, something to consider. Have they... Now they're down to 10 cards. Have they used Super Rod? No. Might be something that, So we'll see. Cool, so they took their double E prize cards, that's fine. If they take 2 prize cards, they don't really get a response knockout with this. So I probably go ahead and send up Drakloak because I'm super close to getting there anyways. We haven't used a VSTAR, but that's fine. There's a Rotom. There's this. Let's get down this. Cool. If worst comes to worst, I will retreat. I don't want to. Or I could use Kieran. Let's go Recon Directive. See if we can get a key piece. We got Dragapult. If I go like this, I can maybe get it off of another Drakloak. Recon Directive. Let's go. Evolve. Neo Upper Energy. Knockout Active. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put 1 here. I'm just gonna put the rest onto Regidrago just in case they end up drawing a prize card. Because we can also just go Kieran and knock out our opponent's Regidrago VSTAR if they attack with it. So I'm feeling okay with that. I can also attack with Kieran. Like there's a couple plays that I could do. We just can't let our opponent like get too ahead on prize cards. But with 2 cards left in their hand, and I mean, I guess they have double boss left, so there's a really good chance they just go Rotom Lumineon. Probably shouldn't have put Rotom down. Definitely could have been a mistake there. Restart, I mean, they have not played boss, so that's something to consider, that they can knock out Charizard or Rotom. I guess they also lost a lot of energies too. So yeah, honestly not too upset about how that might work out. Research. Well, they're down to 1 card left in their deck, so they have to be very careful. I think they're gonna have a tough game here. Okay, we'll see however our opponent goes. They can't use Teal Dance again. Gonna be tough. That's okay. We will cross that bridge once we get there. Grass Energy. Like, they can get the knockout for sure with Raging Bolts. I mean, I guess, like, depending on how they approach this matchup with Raging Bolt, like, I wasn't expecting them to get attacked with Regidrago, so, like, that might be something. I mean, I also have Radiant Charizard that I could attack with. Should have 1 Fire Energy left. I think I'm just gonna attack with Radiant Charizard. Play Iono. You're definitely copying Bellowing Thunder, I think. Okay, 350. So they discarded all those energies. That's fine. I think I really have to just attack with Radiant Charizard here. And if our opponent, like, I mean, they probably have access to boss, right? Like, being real. Yeah, they definitely have boss. So, like, I can't mess around. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Brennan? Mr. Polka Drummer. Weekend was really good. Played in a few tournaments. I'm gonna go Iono here. Won 2 league challenges and top 8 at a cup. We got Counter Catcher. But I think what I want to just go for is Recon Directive and Hope. Not really what I'm looking for here. I think Turo is fine. I'm setting up your stream setup. That's awesome. That's sick. Yeah, they don't have any energy, so I think I have some time here. I'm just gonna go ahead and instant charge. The turn that they knocked at the Pidgey really sucked for us. Yeah, that's sick for sure. That's awesome. I'll definitely have to tune into the stream when I get a chance. Okay, so there's a superior energy retrieval. Are they going to be able to win this game? Do they even have a way out of the active? Like, they've already played their switch. They've already played their prime catcher. I don't think our opponent can actually get out of the active unless they manually attach 4 energies. How many energy switches have they played? 3? So what I need is a fire energy. They have 1 more energy. I don't know. This game's getting kind of spooky, y'all. I don't know. Like, I don't have a way to get multiple prize cards. I know for sure they have the energy. It's definitely a turn that I want to go, like, Fire Energy Iono. Super Rod, putting back in Fire. Literally, I think it's just Fire Energy. So let's use Star Alchemy. Super late game use of Star Alchemy. Iono. Maybe not Iono. Maybe Pal Pad. literally just the Iono. We're trying here, y'all. We're not drawing into all the pieces. Charmander, Manaphy, or actually I'm gonna fail that search. I'm going to Buddy Poffin, get that out there. We haven't played a supporter yet. We could go like Professor Turo and just like attack, but that doesn't help us. We did get Iono, so like we are drawing into the right pieces. What we're gonna have, like, is there anything better to knock out than the Regidrago though? That's the issue that I have. Like if I knock out this Teal Mask Ogre Pawn, they could maybe attack us, and then if they get boss energy, they win the game anyways. So it doesn't really matter unless I get Kieran, and I can't play Kieran and Iono at the same point. They could just rip boss, but they have to rip energy boss. So it's better for me to go counter catcher this. Hopefully I get it off the top 4 cards of my deck. We did not get that. We're gonna bring up this one then, and I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get the Fire Energy. Not even as part of the top 3 cards. Okay. So I mean, I don't think they have a Grass Energy left. Like they have 3, 4, 5. Oh, they do have a Grass Energy left. Their deck's running like pretty low in terms of energies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that looks pretty bad. The fact they're going retreat into that tells me that they're probably just going to go ahead and get the win with boss. I had to V-Star for what's it called? The Pal Pad. I had to Iono them because I thought that they had boss. I don't know which attack is best for them to use. I mean, we put them down to 1 prize. But if we attack with Charizard, we're probably not in a great spot. They're down to 1 card left in their deck. I mean, this can always retreat. They have, this has 1 energy, this has 3 energies. Probably just like a little bit too little left when it comes down to it. So let's go ahead, we'll put, need a lot of stuff here. I don't think I can possibly get there. I was thinking if you Charizard EX and knocked out Drago, they can't kill. I mean, maybe. We're gonna start off with Recon Directive first and foremost. Yeah, I don't, like, we're able to like maybe get a knockout on something, but like it's just, our game's over. We just like missed it by a turn, unfortunately. We're just gonna hit the 250 here. They can knock us out with Teal Dance. We tried, but missing 2 turns straight in a row just like really killed everything we had going on. That's fine. You want to know what? Like, we had a lot of like key pieces prize, like double Iono prize, literally forcing us to get the Pal Pad instead of getting an energy. Like, so much stuff. We'll give our opponent the thumbs up because that was actually a interesting game. I didn't think we were gonna come back from it, but they also just like missed a turn as well, so that's something to consider. So anyways, they are destroying our poor Charizard. Had we got the knockout last turn, it doesn't look like they had the other boss. Maybe their boss was prized or something. It is what it is. Charizard Dragapult can sometimes be a pile. When it works, and it's pretty good into a pretty wide metagame. Not sure if I'd pick the deck up again, but it is pretty cool across the board. That being said, I'm definitely that's definitely going to be it for tonight's stream. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in, learning a little bit more about this deck. I do stream every single Tuesday, or most Tuesdays I should say, And of course, we have our other members of the Shuffle Squad streaming throughout the week too, so be sure to check out that alongside with all of our other videos that we're posting. If anyone has any questions, feel free to hit me up in the DMs. Other than that, I will catch up with all y'all later. Have yourself a great one.